So out of all players that play League of Legends, only 30% of them are gold or higher. And because of that, a lot of people set that rank as their goal ELO to reach. A sort of, this is a benchmark that will show that I'm good at the game, or something like that. Climbing is motivated by different things for different people, but the end result, regardless of locational goal, is still the same. And a lot of people out there really care about getting to the next rank. And that's fine. Competitive goals are great tools for helping you progress in the game, but a lot of people don't actually know how to climb. Scratch that. The vast majority of players have absolutely no clue how to climb the ladder. Everyone will most likely hear this question of how to climb and answer it with, climbing is simple. You just win more games than you lose, and thus you climb. And sure, that's technically how you do it, but that's going to stop working eventually. How many of you have been in your ELO for months now, unable to climb out of it, maintaining around a 50% win rate? I have friends who have been in silver for 2 years, and they just can't seem to find a way to get out of it. So what happened to them? Well, the classic answer has failed them, to be honest. They can't just win more anymore. They have plateaued, which means they've hit a point where they can neither increase nor decrease their rank. They pretty much just win one, lose one, win one, lose one, and never really seem to get anywhere. So what's the solution to this problem? How do you keep climbing after this has happened to you? How do you get good enough to move on to the next division? Tons of great sources are already out there for you to use. For instance, the YouTuber Philo has more videos than there are hydrogen atoms in the sun about climbing. Foxdrop, Red Mercy, these giants of YouTube have been pumping out content for years about this topic. And they have all given this answer before. It's worth mentioning again because the player base doesn't want to take its medicine. The answer isn't to main a champion or duo queue or whatever else the tips say. Those are corner cuts, artificial stimulants that can only boost you so far before you can't push the limit with your current skill. You have to learn from your mistakes. That is the only way to get better at this game. But I swear to God, almost no one in the community seems to do this. And what do I mean by learn from your mistakes? That's kind of a broad term, isn't it? To be specific, I mean that after every single game, you yourself need to think about what you did wrong that game and focus on improving it next game. I mean, when you think about a game that you just played, you need to think about a mistake. Can't think of one? Go into the replay and find a mistake. One that I found recently is that I was super hesitant to use my Condemn when I was dueling people 2v2 in bot lane. So for the next couple of games, I thought to myself, I need to think about using my Condemn more because I'm just not doing it as often as I should. I'm not making kill opportunities when I can. This is after going 8-0 in a game. Or even 0-8. You can just find mistakes in every single game that you play. But in the meantime, a lot of players have decided to focus on something else. They are absolutely obsessed with the idea of winning and losing. And after winning or losing, whenever they win, they are more than happy to take the glory of victory, and when defeat finds them, they are more than happy to shift the blame to someone else. If you want to get better, you have to forget about winning or losing. You have to forget about how your team did, and you have to forget about how much LP you are at. That doesn't matter. I repeat, winning or losing does not matter in the end. Let me ask you this. Do you think anyone in their right mind gives a rat's ass about Double's win rate when he first climbed through gold? Do you think anyone is going to care if he says, dude, this one time in gold, I had this singed top, and he was terrible? That would be beyond stupid. That's useless. Literally, no one would learn anything from that statement. Let's try to tweak it a little bit. When I was in gold, I got dumped on by this Kate in a 1v1 because I didn't realize she got double stacks on her headshot when standing in brush. I mean, I still won lane. This singed top fed his ass off, and that's why we lost. But I learned not to fight Caitlyn in brush unless I had hard CC on her. Do you see the difference? Same game, same result, same situation. One thought pattern was useless, the other helped him become the Vayne God. Let's just do it again. I flamed the shit out of that singed top. He was trash. He's right. That singed top was probably really bad at the game. But let's be honest here. Was that really so helpful to him as a player? You know what? I bet in this situation if he did do this, after he flamed the Singed instantly started playing better. After he called him trash, he realized his mistake, it opened his eyes, and he became a god just because he was so motivated to impress this one random ADC in solo queue that he will literally never see ever again. Yeah, fucking right. We all know that flaming has this way of mentally absolving people from guilt, and that's why they do it. They can say to themselves, I didn't make mistakes. We lost this game because this singed top was terrible. But what did you learn from that? Nothing. You are not a better player than when you walked into that game. You learned nothing, you didn't improve, because in your mind, you didn't make any mistakes. You didn't do anything wrong. And you know what? You are going to go absolutely nowhere with that mentality. Again, let's tweak his statement. Singed was shit, again, which he was, but there was obviously no point in flaming him. I just kept playing and tried to find a way to carry. Oh my god! It is a productive thought in solo queue. This is the first one, ladies and gentlemen. But again, I really sincerely hope you guys can see the difference in thought patterns here. I think you guys get the idea right now. Flaming, blaming, freaking out over losing LP or getting demoted, none of it matters. The only two things that matter in League of Legends are your personal enjoyment of the game and improving at it. Everything else is irrelevant. Hell, you know what? I'm gonna go into a personal anecdote here. You know how many times I got demoted from Platinum 3 to Platinum 4 in Season 5? 11. I literally got demoted 11 times from Platinum 4 to Platinum 3 until I finally figured out what the hell I was doing wrong. Did it stop me from getting Diamond eventually? No. If I would have blamed my team, would I have ever gotten Diamond? No. No, I would have never in a million years would I have ever gotten there. I wasn't good. I was not good enough to continue up climbing the ladder. And I needed to get destroyed tons of times in solo queue before I finally figured out what I was doing wrong. And that is okay. That is how we as players learn. We're not omniscient. We can't imagine every happening in a game and suddenly realize, oh, this is how we improve. It's never going to work that way. If you play League of Legends competitively, you're an intelligent gamer. I seriously mean that. You're not some pleb who sits on his phone and plays Candy Crush or whatever. You're someone who likes to be challenged and likes the feeling of progression that comes with a game like this. Do not waste that curiosity, that intellect, on being a raging asshole because you lost a game. Winning or losing one game is not going to affect you as a player in the long run. And nobody said this better than CivHD. Here's a little clip from a video that he made 3 years ago that really helped me climb as a player. The link to the rest of it's in the description.
So when you lose a game, you're going to think, how much will this matter 1 year from now? Even if you win, lose, doesn't matter. Because it's just one win or lose among hundreds of games. So there's no true reason to feel bad. So how much will it matter 1 year from now if you find a mistake you make? That's going to matter a lot more than losing or winning one game. Because if you're not going to make this mistake anymore, your win chance will of course be slightly higher in the future. Your win ratio, your win percentage will be better.
But on that note of wisdom, guys, I am going to hop off now. I really hope you guys found this helpful. If you guys like these kind of videos where I discuss kind of more abstract stuff, just, I don't know, leave me a like or a comment or something. It doesn't really matter. And, yeah, I'm going to hop off now. Thanks for talking, guys. I appreciate it. Take it easy. I'll see you soon.